Roughly 200 area elementary school students and their teachers spent Earth Day this week at the Clay Center in Charleston for the DEP's annual Earth Day celebration. It's organized by the DEP's Youth Environmental Program and featured exhibits and demonstrations from the Division of Air Quality, REAP, and the Watershed Assessment and Watershed Improvement branches, along with the West Virginia DNR, the Capitol Conservation District, the U.S. Forest Service, West Virginia American Water, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Getting the young kids out and explaining to them, what recycling does, or what picking up a little bit of litter does, or, planting a tree, or beautifying our state, or, the little bit of things that you can do every day to make Earth Day an everyday event is extremely important to those kids. And then they go home and they educate their older siblings and their parents.
What we're showing here today is a bunch of creek critters. They came from Kanawha State Forest. They were collected this morning. So most of what you're looking at are insects, because insects live in the water. They're an inhabitant of streams in West Virginia.
What all have you learned?
I learned how the bugs over there one of them make nest out of, they grab wood and they turtle nets like caterpillars. And they stick it together, and then they hide in the middle of it. I learned that there is more insects in the water than you can see. Yeah, they're really tiny and you can't always see them.
It's the hands-on learning aspect that's emphasized here. So whether it's getting to touch a snake or learning how to pick up a crawdad, kids come away with a whole range of new experiences.
What's been your favorite part so far?
The crawdad.
Yeah. The crawdads.
Yeah,
have you been to the snakes yet?
No, but I want to.
Uh-huh.
I love catching snakes and crawdads and fish and everything. I do it about every day.
I feel like getting the kids out of the classroom and into an outdoor atmosphere with hands-on learning is a lot different for their brains than sitting in a classroom learning on an iPad or on pen and paper every day. So this is a fun experience for them, but they are also learning a lot as well.
To learn more about the DEP's education and outreach programs, visit our website, dep.wv.gov. Our friends at Marshall University's Sustainability Department held their annual Earth Day celebration last week on the Memorial Student Center Plaza. The event featured vendors from several area environmental organizations, a plant sale, an all-electric Ford Lightning pickup truck, and a small-scale demonstration of the university's composting program.
What we're trying to promote this year is that we have the power to step up and take care of our planet. This planet is ours, and we have things that we can do every single day to make sure that it stays healthy.
Marshall's composting program takes food and plant waste and shredded papers from campus and takes them to the state's first commercial composting facility on Norway Avenue, where it's processed and turned into herd dirt, nutrient-rich compost that's used for plantings on campus and sold to area gardeners. Find out more at marshall.edu/sustainability. And finally, Earth Month wraps up later this week with Arbor Day. One city in West Virginia has a program that has helped residents there plant hundreds of trees over the last several years. We'll hear more about that in an upcoming edition of Environment Matters over the coming weeks. For Environment Matters, I'm Mike Huff. Thanks for watching.